Your morning commute typically takes 25 minutes. If a 400 cubic foot dairy truck spills 2% milk on the freeway, causing you to take a detour and get stuck at a drawbridge for 20 minutes, how late will you be? Don't know? Well, good news, you don't have to, because Waze knows. With real-time traffic alerts from real Waze users, your ETA is always up to date. Waze. Download and drive today.
Skiing, riding, sledding, winter biking, winter hiking.
No matter how you Vermont, please Vermont safely.
Cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, snowmobiling, snowman building.
This year, that means a 7-day home quarantine with a negative COVID-19 test or a 14-day home quarantine with no symptoms to visit.
Snowball fighting, ice skating, ice climbing, ice fishing, ice cream eating.
So we can all Vermont safely this year.
Dining, craft beering.
Talk to your favorite inner resort about smart travel suggestions, reservation policies, and the best way to Vermont this winter.
Hot cocoaing, antiquing, shopping, fireside napping.
For full COVID-19 travel guidance, visit VermontVacation.com.
If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. What's going on, everybody? Today's podcast will be about avoiding the unlucky. Something that kind of crossed my mind because I'm an avid of the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I have yet to read the whole book. It's a pretty thick book, but I'll eventually get there. Avoid the unlucky. My grandmother used to say, some people in this world just have bad luck, you know. And in my opinion, some people bring that bad luck on themselves, you know. Because we all understand sometimes, you know, we have bad days when it rains, it pours, and yeah, we get all that. But some people, you know, negativity follows them. So you can look at bad luck that way, or you can look at bad luck from a philosophical or a satirical or a spirituality point of view. You know, many people don't believe in bad luck and good luck. Whether you believe in it or not, it is what it is. And today I'm smoking a Brick House Maduro with some hot coffee. Now, Robert Greene actually says avoid the unlucky and unhappy. But if you think about it, they both kind of go hand in hand. So I definitely understand what he was saying by that. And it's actually one of my favorite quotes thus far. Avoiding the unlucky. One way we can approach this is, a lot of times we have friends that we grew up with through grade school, middle school, high school, college. And some people, they're just unlucky. Some people, it's just something about them that you hang around them. And I can remember being in grade school, certain kids, that friend that was real cool, you hung around them, but then your ass end up getting in trouble. Your ass end up getting in trouble. And I was coming up, you got a whooping when you got home, or the teacher could paddle you, or the principal could paddle you. So, your mother always told you, don't hang around Lil John. But Lil John was so cool, your ass hung around him anyway, knowing damn well your father said, don't hang around Lil John because your ass get in trouble with them. And in some cases, Lil John mama probably told him, don't hang around your ass because you bad luck or you unlucky. But you get where I'm coming from. This starts at an early age. Hang around people, is some people you hang around, man, they good people for you. And some people you hang around, man, next thing you know, your ass in trouble, your ass in jail. And that's what I would consider person being unlucky. So that's what I mean when I say avoid the unlucky. I know me personally, a personal story of mine, my first house, I bought, and deep down inside in my gut, something told me not to buy the house. Now, I'm not saying that my misfortune was because of the house. What I'm saying is, being in that house, I just couldn't really think straight like I wanted to a lot of times. I mean, I had so many financial problems during that time. It was a bad time for me and my family, and my wife would tell you, it just didn't feel like home. Their house did not feel like home. And eventually we end up, downsizing because I was laid off my job a couple times, and we downsized and we started over. Financially we started over and we restructured our finances, and that's what we did to better ourselves. But I just noticed that when I was in that house, I never could keep money. I mean, there were times where I would have large sums of money in my bank account, and the money would be gone, and I'm wondering, like, man, where all my money went? But being in that house was very stressful for me because, one, I was just fucked up financially as a whole back in those days. Two, I really didn't want the house. I rushed and I allowed I was trying to make everybody happy. My wife had a baby on the way. I was tired. I was frustrated because anybody knows, if you're looking at homes, that is a damn job. And my wife was pregnant, so she really couldn't do it. So it was the ball was the weight was on me. And I'm listening to the realtor and all that. And deep down inside, I really didn't want the house, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with it and get it. And we were there for approximately 5 years, and I tell you, man, that was the worst 5 years of my life. It was the worst 5 years in my life, man. So that's just a personal story from me about how I was in an unlucky position. And of course, some of the problems were my fault. And were of my ignorance, but I take responsibility for everything. I take responsibility for the good and the bad. Now, a lot of times I look at relationships, I look at marriages. I look at some couples, they sticking together. They've been together 20 plus years, and, the husband or vice versa, the wife is telling me stories about how, hey, we never had nothing. My mama told me I shouldn't have married him. My daddy told me I shouldn't have married him. he's saying my mama said I shouldn't have married her, and they get together, and I've seen couples like this, and man, it is a struggle. And I could even look at some people, some women, and I say, man, a man will never have anything with a woman like that. Or I see some men, I'm looking like, man, she is never going to have anything because of this guy. This guy is just bad luck. You know, I'm from the South, and that's something we believe in, luck, and it's different little things, like if your hand itching, that means you got some money. You know, little stuff like that. You know, I'm from the South. That's how we get down. But anyway, you know, I've noticed that. You know, I remember there was a time in my life that was a so-called friend of mine, and you know, and we was looking for jobs, and so I found a job. And then I got him on, and then this guy didn't have a car. And, you know, I used to keep a lot of cigars in my truck back in the day. And I noticed one day I was driving down the highway, and I said, this motherfucker just sitting here smoking my sticks. And I said, man. So then I bought the guy lunch a couple of days. I'm like, hold on. This is becoming my fucking responsibility, and I don't take on other people's problems. So I was like, man, you know what, man? I cut that guy off immediately. And he was bad luck, man. I mean, when some people, they just drain you. You with them, you can't keep money. You can't do the shit you really want to do. You with that man, that woman, you trying to get shit done in life, and they in the way. That's what you gotta avoid, people. The unlucky. That person is unlucky. That person, man, if they went to the casino and played blackjack, man, they losing every time because they just have that bad and negative energy. And that's really a lot of it right there. You know, that's really a lot of it. They got negative energy, man. And you find yourself when you hanging out with them, you can't get shit moving in life. You know, you kind of kick it with them every day and let them know you know you're not gonna forget about them because y'all friends. But man, fuck that. Fuck that. So I need y'all to keep that in mind, baby. Some people in this world, they just unlucky, and you gotta stay the hell away from them. Now, this is gonna conclude my podcast on avoiding the unlucky. Y'all have a great day. Peace.
Leverage the power of extraordinary with Sterling's Power Business Banking Checking. Offering tiered relationship rewards, it's part of a suite of solutions delivered by your own experienced relationship manager that can help you manage cash flow and improve operating efficiencies so you can focus on strengthening your business. See for yourself. Call 855-550-0041 or visit snb.com/offers today. Sterling National Bank. Expect extraordinary. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're making grilled cheese tonight. The store with the really, really good cheese closes at 7. If it's 12.1 miles away and work ends at 5:45 but rush hour picks up around 6:15, when's the latest you can leave for cheese? Don't know? Not to worry. Waze knows. Take a look at the traffic forecast and plan your drive ahead of time. Waze. Download and drive today.